What's up guys, it's me Karim Jovian. Welcome back, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. This happens not so often, but when it happens, it's great. Whenever we're filming or shooting something outside, there's always these moments that are incredible. And this was of a guy who was genuine, funny, and an all-around thoughtful guy, to say the least. He wanted to have a chat with me, so he called me over while we were filming. And the chat we had was really deep and it was really thought-provoking. And it resonated with me. That's why I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you also resonate with it. Before you watch this video though, I do want to announce that I'm finally in a video game. A dream come true. And the game is called Slip Time. It's free to download. If you want to support me though, you have to buy my character. That's the only way you can play as me. And my character is only $1. So I hope that's not much and I hope you can afford it. And if you do get me as a character in that game, it supports me directly and I appreciate that. And my special power-up is actually me as an Arab superhero. Can't get any better than that.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
I'm not trying to pick you up or borrow money or anything, but I wanted to ask you, just off the cuff. I mean, you're a young guy. You're like, you're under 30, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to ask you, why do you feel that so many young people, I don't know if you feel this way, but so many young people nowadays in America have this feeling like they're entitled, and they're fighting over the most ridiculous little things that seem to me inconsequential. And with all of this upsetment and energy and fighting, they're pretty much getting nothing done. Why do you think they have this feeling?
I don't know, but I know what you're saying is right. I mean, a lot of people are just getting angry at like anything nowadays. Just the smallest things could get them really riled up.
Yeah.
I have a quick question though. You know how to read Chinese?
Yeah, this is a Chinese newspaper. When I was in the Navy in the 60s, we do R&R in Hong Kong, and I took a lot of Chinese classes because sometimes I would be a second radio man,
Nice.
I was a yeoman, but sometimes I was a radio man, and you'd listen for certain things. And basically, I just listened to them introduce Beatles songs, but they needed a guy in the radio in case something important
That's pretty
happened,
cool.
You know what I mean? I get to meet a lot of Chinese girls that way.
That must be nice.
No, I'm just teasing. And you can talk to somebody, but you can't understand them or get along with them. It seems like the social part of humanity, or at least in this country that I see, the social part is so far behind the technology. I mean, I can talk to you, but can I speak to you? I can't figure out why we, as a general society, can't respect each other and have respect for a difference of opinion. It doesn't mean you condone this or that. It just, you respect for difference of opinion. Even if you disagree with the guy, everybody's got an opinion.
That's right.
That you could respect the guy's opinion, but that doesn't make you want to like beat up the guy or something like that. You know what I mean? Everybody's got a different thing. If everything was the same and everybody thought the same thing, everybody would be killing themselves out of boredom. Because everybody believed they had the same freaking opinion.
That's very true.
It doesn't make any sense, man. Well, on edge, and they break up a friendship. At the least little thing, it's like, it's over, man. I'm not talking to you anymore. When I was a little younger, back then we would educate ourselves. Maybe because we didn't have so much electronic stimuli and everything, we were forced to talk to each other. But we would educate ourselves about something, and if we didn't understand something, we'd read about it, and maybe that's not going to change our mind. But we'll understand this guy who we disagree with. Well, maybe we'll understand him a little bit better. Something like this. You need to think a little bit more. Well, you got two eyes. Try to look a little bit more. Try to listen a little bit more. You got two ears. Maybe talk a little bit less.
That's very true. I'm actually, I experienced that before. A few people, friends, whatever, would just cut the friendship over one thing that you say, one thing they disagree with, or one thing they don't understand, and they would just cut you off or end the friendship. And I thought that was just crazy. I mean, why do they do that now?
Well, I think the technical term is. See, the thing is, a lot of times people, they're not getting the feedback that they want from you. You know what the part of the body most people want from someone? It's their ear, see? And they think that somehow you're not listening to them. But if you want people back, there's something you can, what you do if you want all your fake friends back, just let it be known that you won the lottery. Let it, you know what I mean?
I know for sure that will definitely work.
That would make them, they'd all come back to you.
That would definitely
The women
work.
first.
Oh, yeah.
You see, just from my perspective now, of the present time, as I recall arguments of the past or when I was a kid or in my 20s and 30s, you see, the arguments that I would have, whether social or business, generally, were arguments that were productive arguments and not destructive arguments. People almost have an argument now, argue as like a tool to fight somebody. In military intelligence, if there is such a thing, all over the world, they have a department that tries to understand the other side. But unfortunately for a destructive way. But you want to understand the culture and everything about that other side so you can do stuff to them, unfortunately. But if you took that same idea and you put it for an intent of trying to understand and get along better with somebody, you'd have $1 million wonderful thing, you know? And I don't want to say like you young people, because I remember when I was young, people say, you young people.
Yeah.
But it's like, there seems to be this laziness. So many, not you, I don't know about you, but so many of you younger folks are so lazy about everything. And you're so lazy in keeping your relationships fresh and everything like that. It's just a pervasive laziness that I see. You're not taking the physical time to do something. You're sitting there and you're pressing buttons. You're pressing buttons. You're trying to learn.
They're living through their phone.
They're living through your phone. That's right, man. That's not a joke. I see people on the train, man. The lady, she's got her phone like this, and the guy's got his telephone. Now, I know that's like a book or something.
Yeah,
and they're reading it. I don't like those. You know, I don't want a smartphone because I don't want a phone that's smarter than me. You know, years ago when I was a little bit younger, we didn't have this culture of entitlement. This culture kind of started around 1965.
Yeah.
We didn't have this here in America. It was, you want something, you got to work for it. I worked my ass off for everything I got. Let me tell you something. I had nothing. All I had was on the clothes on my back. When I got out of that Navy, I had basically no relative that could help me, or all or nothing. And I worked. I lived in the back of the store, and I got a nice business now. I got 2 locations now.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
You know, pessimists will probably say that you made it just because you were white. Because nowadays, people of color might have a harder time.
It didn't matter what color I was. You know what I mean? Now, there's certain things that we had in banking years ago called character loans, where you could just loan a guy money if he had no money, if he knew people in the neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
Just character loans years ago. You can't do it now, and it's also under banking law. You can't do it.
Oh,
There is a thing now, though, that I don't know if they're still doing it, but Bank of America was, if you were a Mexican citizen and you could come over here totally illegally if you had your matricula card that you're here, and no, you're not a citizen, but you had a job, they would give a Mexican citizen a $50,000 loan if he had a job.
Oh, wow.
But not an American. You could be a Mexican American. I'm sorry, you're an American. Because they figured that the guy, he's not going to goof off, because chances are he has a family and he's not going to run away and do stupid things because they're very family oriented. The only thing is, that's illegal.
Yeah.
That's like saying, well, I'm not going to give any single black men a thing because they'll just spend it on booze. No, not because I'm white. Hey, listen, you know, I'm a goofy looking white guy, and I mean, you know, no one's going to say, well, gee, you're white, you know, I'm going to give you, you know, you are kind of an but and you stink, but I'll loan you the $50,000, but this black guy who has this great idea here, I'm not going to loan to him because I don't like it. You know what I mean? Or I told myself, every day take one step, whatever it is, writing a letter, making a phone call, doing something, one step towards that. Because you take one step towards something, you're a little closer. Like the Chinese say, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.
That's right, yeah. I heard that. I heard that, yeah.
Now, at this point, that I became successful from becoming humble and listening to people and working with them and not trying to see what I could get. I tried to see how much I could give to people. You see?
That's good. That's
the
always
whole
good.
thing.
Yeah.
See? You try to figure out how generous can you be? How much can you give away? Not like necessarily give away stuff, but you know, you listen to what does the customer want? Give them what they want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and see, I look at the customer, he's my business partner. The most important component of any business. It's not my inventory. You seem like I'm preaching to the choir because you seem well-adjusted. Just my luck, I'd speak to the only well-adjusted guy in the park who's going to be this way anyway and go, God, I couldn't wait for that old to leave. Holy You got really good teeth, though. That'll help you, too. That'll help you, too. Even if you have a shitty argument, they'll go, well, he's got really good teeth, so we'll have him back again, you know.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
I would say use your good intentions and your instincts to surround yourself with good people who value for you, whatever values you've got. And whatever you do, man, don't feel entitled. Like, I don't think you do, but like any friends of yours, whatever, like, let them know, hey, why do you feel entitled? The world doesn't owe you anything. Nobody owes you nothing. It's up to you. You don't got it. Well, it's not because, you know, you walk funny or whatever, and this guy doesn't have it because he's some white guy, whatever. It's like, you know what? You got to do what you got to do to get someplace.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's up to you. Edison, he tried to make the light bulb, that little thing in there, the filament. He checked like hundreds and hundreds of things before he found out what it was in there. I don't know. You know what I think he did? I think he went to the store and they had a thing that said light bulb filaments. You got to work together to get something done. You get more done working with someone and listening with them than you do fighting with them.
That's right. Yeah.
You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. That's about all I can think of. Listen, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
My store's way down.
I'll definitely check it out.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Have a happy day. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Take it easy. Hey, good speaking to you.
Yeah,
all right?
same.
Take it easy.
That guy's awesome.
Thank you so much for watching that video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and do not forget to share the video with other people that might enjoy it. And finally, subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you can be updated on all my uploads. Before I go, I want to tell you guys that I'm going to be heading back to Egypt again. I'm really excited to be back because I've been there last year and I was looking at all the gifts and presents that you guys gave me, and it made me think that I hope you guys still have that love because it feels amazing. I'll let you guys know all the details. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram for that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you guys continue to support. And remember, you're amazing no matter what anyone says. And with that, I'm out. Peace, love, and unity. And I'll see you though.
Constantly reminded